Welcome to Easy Driver, the most reliable source of automotive information on YouTube. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. Signs your trailer brake pads need replacing, and how to spot them. Trailer brake pads play a big role in keeping you safe on the road. Over time, they wear down, reducing their ability to stop your trailer effectively. Ignoring the warning signs can lead to dangerous situations and expensive repairs. Knowing what to look for helps you stay ahead of potential issues and ensures your trailer is always ready to handle the challenges of towing. Let's break down the key signs that tell you it's time for a replacement. Why brake pad maintenance is essential. Neglecting your trailer's brake pads isn't just bad for your braking system, it's risky for everyone on the road. Brake pads are the key to controlling and stopping your trailer safely, especially when carrying heavy loads. Let's explore how these essential components work and why staying on top of their maintenance is non-negotiable. The function of trailer brake pads. Trailer brake pads are the unsung heroes of your towing setup. These small, dense blocks of friction material are designed to press against the brake rotor when you apply the brakes. That friction creates the stopping power you rely on to slow down or come to a full stop. Without functioning brake pads, your braking system simply wouldn't work as intended. Here's how they contribute to your safety. Heat absorption. Brake pads are built to handle intense heat created during braking. Worn pads can overheat, causing a loss of braking power. Friction generation. They create enough friction to slow or stop the heavy weight of your trailer. Support for the entire braking system. Healthy brake pads reduce wear and tear on other components like rotors and calipers. Brake pads don't last forever though. Over time, the friction material wears thin, compromising their ability to perform. This wear is accelerated if you tow frequently, haul heavy loads, or drive in hilly areas. Regular maintenance ensures your trailer brakes stay as responsive as they need to be. Consequences of neglected maintenance. Skipping brake pad maintenance can lead to outcomes no trailer owner wants to deal with. Worn pads aren't just a minor inconvenience, they're a serious safety hazard. Here's what can happen if you ignore them. Reduced braking efficiency. The most immediate effect of worn brake pads is longer stopping distances. This can be especially dangerous when you're towing on highways or navigating steep descents. Increased accident risk. Brake pads that aren't replaced in time can fail entirely, putting you and other drivers in harm's way. Imagine trying to stop at a busy intersection or during an emergency. Your trailer's brakes might not respond. More expensive repairs. Ignoring worn pads doesn't just damage the pads themselves. It can also ruin the rotors, calipers, and other parts of the braking system, leading to costly repairs or replacements. Damage to the trailer and cargo. A poorly functioning brake system can destabilize your trailer while towing. This puts strain on the frame, hitch, and suspension, potentially damaging the entire setup or your cargo. Worn brake pads are like ignoring a ticking time bomb. The longer you wait, the greater the risk to your safety and wallet. Regular inspections and timely replacements can spare you the stress, expense, and danger of dealing with these problems down the road. Investing a little time now in checking your trailer's brake pads can save you from dealing with much bigger headaches later. After all, safety starts with stopping power. Key signs your trailer's brake pads need replacing. When it comes to trailer safety, brake pads are your first line of defense. Worn-out pads can compromise your ability to stop effectively, which is crucial when towing. Knowing the signs of failing brake pads can help you address the problem before it escalates. Let's take a closer look at some of the most noticeable indicators that your trailer's brake pads need to be replaced. Decrease in braking performance. One of the most noticeable signs that your brake pads are on their way out is a decrease in braking performance. Does it feel like your trailer takes longer to stop than it used to? You might need to press harder on the brake pedal to achieve the same results as before. This reduced responsiveness often happens when the friction material on the pads has thinned out, making it harder for the braking system to create enough force. If you rely on your trailer for heavy-duty tasks, such as hauling construction materials or recreational equipment, this issue can become even more dangerous. Poor braking performance isn't something you can afford to ignore. It's a big red flag that your brake pads need attention right away. Noise during braking. Hearing unusual noises when braking? Those sounds can tell you a lot about the condition of your trailer's brake pads. Here are the most common types of noises and what they might mean. Squealing or screeching. This often happens when a wear indicator inside the brake pad comes into contact with the rotor. It's essentially your pads warning you that they're worn out. Grinding or growling. If you hear this, it's likely that the pads are completely worn through, exposing the metal underneath. Grinding means your rotors are being directly damaged by the pad's metal backing. Don't wait to fix this if you hear anything unusual. Noises only get louder if the problem is ignored, along with the repair bill. Vibrations felt when braking. Feeling vibrations when you hit the brakes is another telltale sign of brake pad trouble. You might notice it in the brake pedal, the steering wheel, or even the entire trailer. Vibrations often indicate uneven pad wear or warped rotors caused by constant friction from worn pads. These vibrations aren't just annoying, they're also unsafe. An unbalanced braking system can make your trailer harder to control, especially at high speeds or on steep declines. Pay attention to what your trailer is telling you, and get it checked if something feels off. Unusual pad wear or thickness. Sometimes, the best way to figure out your brake pad status is by taking a closer look. If you can visually inspect your trailer's brake pads, check for these signs of wear. Uneven wear. Pads that are worn down more on one side indicate misaligned components or caliper issues. Minimal thickness. Brake pads generally shouldn't be thinner than 1/4 of an inch. If the pads are uneven or look thin, it's time for them to be replaced. Routine checks can save you from sudden surprises when you're gearing up for your next tow job. Ignoring the small things now could lead to big problems later, so don't skip regular brake pad inspections. Being proactive about wear and tear will keep your trailer roadworthy and your peace of mind intact. Common causes of brake pad wear. Understanding what causes brake pads to wear out allows you to make smarter decisions about how you tow and maintain your trailer. Brake pads work under intense conditions, and certain factors accelerate their deterioration. If you want to extend the life of your brake pads and avoid roadside issues, it's important to recognize what might be shortening their lifespan. Overloading your trailer. Towing more weight than your trailer is designed to handle puts massive strain on its braking system. Think of it this way, your brakes have to work extra hard to stop all that added weight. The friction material on the pads wears down faster because they're absorbing more heat and force than they're built for. Exceeding your trailer's weight limit doesn't just affect the brake pads, it can damage other components too, leading to costly repairs. To avoid overloading, always stay within your trailer's gross vehicle weight rating, GVWR. Distribute the weight evenly across the trailer and double-check your towing setup before hitting the road. Your brake pads will thank you. Frequent stop-and-go driving. If your trips often involve stop-and-go driving, you're putting your brake pads through constant punishment. In situations where you're braking repeatedly, like in heavy traffic or urban areas, your brake pads don't get a chance to cool down. This creates more friction, heats up the pads, and causes them to wear out quicker. Now think about towing a trailer on hilly roads. Each descent forces you to rely on your brakes to control speed, resulting in even more wear. Frequent stops are a normal part of driving, but being mindful of your braking habits can make a big difference. Leave extra space between vehicles, use engine braking where possible, and aim for smoother stops to ease the load on your trailer's brakes. Poor quality brake pads. Not all brake pads are created equal. Choosing cheap, low-quality pads might save you money up front, but you'll pay for it in the long run. Subpar materials don't hold up well to heat and friction, which means they wear out much faster. Worse yet, they can fail unexpectedly, especially under heavy loads or in extreme conditions. High-quality brake pads may cost more, but they're a smart investment. They last longer, perform better, and keep you safer on the road. While price is a factor, it's worth prioritizing trusted brands and materials like ceramic or semi-metallic over unknown, cheaper alternatives. Your safety and your trailer's braking system depends on reliable parts. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe for more automotive information like this. Thank you for watching.